I would like to start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Indonesia is a country located in a region of Southeast Asia, where everyone who lives there is in peace and harmony with nature in every single aspect of their lives. But what if nature risks their lives? Hello, I'm Jonathan, and today I will be debating on the motion that states the state should prioritize mitigation over relocation in areas prone to natural disasters. Now, what this motion is talking about, that natural disasters brings negative impacts to human communities, risking their lives, risking their infrastructure, and risking their human progress. And I am here today to tell every single one of you why mitigation is the better option than relocation. Now, I would like to go on with my definitions. My first definition is state. State means government, which are a group of people who control the country of Indonesia. My second definition is prioritize. Prioritize is to put something more important over something that is less important. My third definition is disaster. Disaster is a natural or human-made natural disaster cause. My fourth definition is mitigation. Mitigation is preventing something from happening. And my fourth definition is relocation. Relocation is moving something from point A to point B. Aim to get a score of 100, not 75, and wait for a remedial. My wise father once said. In other words, it's better to be safe than sorry. In this case, it is better for us to prevent a natural disaster from happening and occurring instead of waiting for it to happen, then fixing it. Let's put it into perspective. City A prevents a flash flood from happening. What happens? People stay alive, infrastructures stay good, and most importantly, the government doesn't lose a lot of money. Let's go on to City B. Flash flood isn't prevented. People are dead, infrastructures are destroyed, and now the government has to pay for every single thing. Is it really possible for Indonesia to be paying that much money in an economical condition like this? $1 is 17,000 Indonesian rupiah. That is a lot. And considering Indonesia's condition with the gas prices going way up the roof, it's not an ideal thing to have and be spending a lot of money, especially in things that we can prevent. Now, because of this, I would like to go on with my first motion, that Indonesia is a dense country. When was the last time in Indonesia when you saw a plot of land not filled with anything? Just straight land, open and usable. A very, very long time ago, because in Indonesia, with its very dense popularity and its dense population, it's not ideal to move things, especially where people have cultures and where they live. Indonesia is so dense, it's to the point that moving something or allocating a lot of people is near impossible, and it's going to be very, very expensive. Why should we relocate people while when we genuinely cannot afford to have it economically and geographically? Going on to my second point, why relocate while we are still able to save the place where people live? Let's say this. Is it cheaper to build a very strong dam or 5,000 houses? I would say a very strong dam. Is it cheaper to create a dam instead of 10,000 houses? Is it cheaper to create a dam instead of 1,000 houses? I would say the dam is cheaper. In this context, where Indonesia isn't a very rich city, a very rich country, and Indonesia's economical state right now is very poor, it's not ideal to spend money. It's very, very, very not ideal to spend money. Yet, with relocation, it is most likely needed to be spending a lot of money. And we don't want that. Going on to my final point is that some people simply can't afford to relocate. Some people's cultures and some people's lives are built from where they live, are built from where they were born. And we can't just take that away from them. Without the government's effort, we can't just do something. The government has to step in and try their best to mitigate something to mitigate these natural disasters before having to go to the final decision to relocate, because it's not the ideal solution. Mitigation is a solution where it's flexible, where something can be done and something won't have to be replenished. Relocation is replenishing everything and moving it from location A to location B. Now, a very wonderful example is the city of Bekasi. The city of Bekasi prevented a lot of floods, in which saved a lot of the government's money. Because why? Because they built an excellent dam. They didn't move every single person that lived in Bekasi to a migration area. And finally, before I go to my closing, I would like to state that Indonesia is a country of culture. Indonesia is a country where people are made from where they live. So without it, we are just taking someone's identity.